Coach, first, obviously, Kevin having a huge game, 41 points. Just maybe speak to his performance tonight.
Yeah, he was terrific. Scored the ball in every way you can. Really wants it. Played out of the post, played out of pin downs, played out of pick and roll, open court and transition. Just a really terrific performance. He's really good at basketball. Kevin Durant is. And he showed it tonight, and he made all his free throws, which he's happy about.
Curious, obviously, when he sat before, it's kind of been offense has gotten kind of stagnant, but today pushed the lead up to about 15. I know Gordon had that burst, but what you see offensively different with him not being out there than previous games? Yeah, we had a point of emphasis to try to play through our fives a little bit more, with four guys in movement and be a little more unpredictable. And, we got some results out of that, but we got stops too. That group worked really hard on the defensive side of the ball, and, we were plus when Kevin was off the floor, which is always a bonus. Curious with Caden now, it's 2 games starting. What are you seeing with him in the starting lineup? Yeah, he's given good length and defense, and rebounding. We held these guys to 10 offensive rebounds, best offensive rebounding team in the NBA, and they got, I think, 20% of the boards back. Their rate's 33. So, having Cade out there with his size, gave us a lift. Lastly, obviously, to get a win. I mean, regardless of how, just speak to that a little bit. Yeah, it's not fun losing. It's not fun losing 1 in a row. Definitely not 3 in a row. So, after a tough week, and a tough travel situation, coming and playing an afternoon game on the second day of a back-to-back is difficult physically. We're all exhausted, and they toughed it out and got a win, so it feels good.
Your guards taking advantage of more time, more shots. What did you see from them? Grace and Eric really played well in efficient basketball tonight. EG having 8 assists, 1 turnover. Really strong performance, and obviously he's got a lot of swag and wiggle offensively. So, especially when Kev is out, we can run a lot of things through him, and he carried a big load for us.
Hey, Coach, in that second quarter stretch, I feel like that's where the game was won, in the Durant off minutes. What have you seen from your team in terms of, from the last 2 games to today, the rotations? It felt like it was faster than the Pistons' ball movement in moments. Yeah, we moved the basketball. We took care of it. We didn't turn the ball over during that stretch, at least. The total, we had some late turnovers that got us up to 18. But we handled the basketball well. We played through our fives with 4 guys in movement, and, and we guarded. Have you felt like there's been a shift in terms of how Durant's been used within your offense over this stretch with Bill and Booker?
Yeah, well, I think it's, obviously we're going to him more than if those guys are out there. But, it's not anything that he's not done throughout his career. And, we're just the coaching staff and his teammates, finding smarter ways, to get him the ball in good positions. And, when we do that, he knows what to do with it. Just following up on Kevin, like you said, he knows how to play basketball, but there's also a pride factor with him. Like, hey, I'm tired of this. Let's get this flipped. Maybe just speak to that a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, you saw that in his whole body language and energy and how he attacked the game. He's he, like the rest of us, tired of losing a couple this week, and really imposed his will on this opponent today.
Have you seen any shifts in defensively what Yuta Watanabe is bringing to the rotation?
Yeah, he's doing a great job for us defensively. Obviously that's not the strength of his game, but his effort and alertness on that side of the ball is, one of the best on our team. So, I always feel good with him on the floor and, competing at a high level.
Thoughts on Marcus Sasser, the rookie? I know you talked about
killed
Thompson
us
before the game, but what did you think of Sasser?
Yeah, he killed us. He's a handful, and we know he's capable, but played him in base coverage to start the game. We did not get to his catch and shoot in the first half. The guys were short closing out on him, even though that was not the plan, and he made us pay. And then he was able to, to generate offense through the pick and roll game as well, and we had to adjust there. So he's a heck of a player.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. It felt like one of those, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of losing, I need to get back on track, and let me do what I got to do to help this team win.
Yeah, I think we all had that mentality. Everybody was making plays tonight, making their second, third efforts, and that's what we need to do in order for us to continue to build on this. Is be on the same page on both ends of the floor. I just think our intensity upped a little bit today, and I was ready for the win tonight.
You've said before that not taking more than 20 shots is not your game unless you have to do it. Did you feel like today you had to do it?
No, I feel like I just rushed a lot early in the first half. I was 6 for 16 in the first half. That's uncharacteristic. I just felt like I had missed some jump shots that I normally make, so I was trying to get it back so quick. And I look up, I got 16 shots. But then again, my teammates like my aggressiveness. So I was able to come out in that second half and still keep my rhythm. And I don't know what I shot, but I made more shots than anything that second half.
You had 12 of 24. You had 50%.
Yeah. So started, shooting that bad to start the game and then finish off like that. It's a testament to my teammates and just me finishing the shots.
How huge was Eric and when you were sitting to have that burst like you had to start the second quarter?
Last two games, I think the second unit has been doing a great job of extending the lead, keeping us in the game, just playing extremely hard, and it's on us in the fourth quarter to extend the lead and make great plays as well. So EG was the catalyst for that. Him and Nurkić did such a great job in that two-man game. Drew as well did a great job. We just fed off of them. Grayson as well, so it's a good win for us.
Talk a little bit about the guards, but the guards collectively, how much they gave you with your two standouts out.
Yeah, we doing it by committee. You got Grayson, EG, then you got Jay Good and Josh just passing on the defensive side of the ball, just creating more opportunities for us by getting steals, by getting to the free throw line, diving to the rim. You see the noise in here. We're excited because we finally got another W. But those four guards have been bringing something different to the table, and we're gonna need that, especially with Book and Brad out.
How do you look to build off this one, and hopefully, Book might be back?
Yeah, Chicago's gonna be a tough opponent. They got guys that can score from all over the floor. So we just focus on the game plan and try to execute that as best as we can, and just keep believing and having confidence in our shots when we take them, and we'll be fine.
You mentioned confidence. Going hit a three off of one of the feeds. How much is that? Just for someone like him to have, okay, keep shooting the ball regardless.
Yeah. I think that coaches always encourage us to be aggressive and take those shots that are a part of our system, and that's a system shot for us. If they double team in a post, that's your shot. And so guys have been knocking it down. We made some timely shots tonight, some big plays that help us extend the lead, and we was able to cruise from there.
I know you're used to doing what you have to do to win, but Bradley obviously is getting close. How good would it be to get that back?
Yeah, I'm excited for him. I know he can't wait to start. What is this, 12th season? 11th season? One of those. And he's looking forward to starting that. It's always tough sitting down on the sideline and watching the games, and so I feel for him. Of course he's going to help us out, but more than anything, for his psyche and his mentality, and it's good for him to be in game mode, so hopefully it's soon.
Thank you.
Yep.
I was going to ask first, how did it feel to obviously run some offense through you in that second quarter and being able to get some production out of it?
That's why I'm here, right? They wanted me to play a certain role, and I'm trying to do the best I can. We down bodies, and hopefully we can see really soon how we look like as a group, fully healthy. That's what I'm really looking forward. But until then, I'm trying to hold down and make the right play, right decisions. We struggle with turnovers, try to, make really personal by each player, try to make personal to not turn over the ball, to not beat ourselves, especially in the road. And I think tonight we did, play hard and make the right plays.
Curious with Kevin, seeing him have those nights, one of those nights, how did you watch it?
Play one Dame, I used to that not taking for granted, but I don't. When he scored 40, he's like 5 to me. I'm so used to watching big players making big plays, and like I said, I think our connection and the chemistry are going to be way better. I think we looking forward to play with each other, especially on top of the passing and cutting. But he didn't play with a big, as my caliber passing, so I think he'll get used to, looking forward, like I said, with the Beal and Book to come back. It sucks they out, but, for us, life go on.
Lastly, how big was the end of skid? You guys have lost 3 in a row, so how nice was it just to finally get back on that winning?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when you play good basketball without stars and without players who, is a big part of what we do, find those teams, and then they come back and they kind of, not in a disadvantage thing, but just, a lot of people didn't play who used to play, and you're losing that steam a little bit, and I feel like it's adjustable time. And for the coach, his job to find rotation and who's going to play more, who less. But I think sometimes it's a good problem to have, but also, the win is important, the spirit and who we want to be. And, what we all believe here, we're a championship, roster, so we want to show that we can play without our stars too.
What stood out to you with Eric Gordon? And he's talked about just kind of staying ready for this opportunity, but sharing more of the scoring load with KD today.
I mean, with Eric Gordon, I mean, he's a die-hard pro. Like what he brings to the table, we know the shooting ability to bring the ball over and make a right play. But for me, when I see they double and leave Eric Gordon, it's just like, in a way, stupid thing to do. Like, he just been so that guy shouldn't guard for as long as he plays. So that's a great weapon for us, especially when we all get healthy. I mean, how are you going to double? Where are you going to help? And having those shooters around, it's a really dream for me.
It's been a little bit of a tough stretch, back-to-back afternoon games. How much are you looking to just have tomorrow off, regroup, reset, and are you guys planning to do
no
anything?
one feels sorry for no one. I feel like the league, play this, Spurs home, then travel out across the country, play a 1 p.m. game, and then tomorrow play a 3 p.m. game. It is what it is, But I'm definitely looking for a day off in Chicago, even going to be cold as shit probably. But I love Chicago, so I'm probably going to get some nice sleep and some good food. But I definitely, for the day off is needed. My body a little sore.
Are you guys going to maybe do anything as a team while you're there?
I don't know
Dinners
yet.
or?
I don't know yet. No plans so far. We'll see.
Sleep.
Maybe sleep for sure. So.
I talked to Coach about just defending and how important the screen navigation is for job coverage screen. I was wondering from your perspective, you play with a lot of different types of guards. How does it feel having him or Google back with him? Which is kind of how it's felt in the past,
I mean, we're just trying to figure out, man. Like I said, the people in and out lineups, it's happened. It's NBA. Luckily, maybe for us, happened early in the game, the later in in the year. But it doesn't make a difference. Whoever is out there, you gotta, get a bad shot and try to follow a game plan. And coaching staff really preparing us for each game, maybe over preparing. So like we know that what we need to do. Sometimes we execute, sometimes not. But mostly we try to play as hard as possible.